Hey, how you doing, everybody? What's today,
Hello.
Monday?
It is Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Feels like Sunday for me.
And what are we doing today?
We are doing some video shooting for you guys. It's really exciting. We're doing the pelvic expander. We have our activation squat. We're doing some belly button therapy shooting. And we're going over it super thoroughly so you really understand why you need to do these things, because they are life-changing.
We are really going to do a crackerjack job on this. And everything we do from now on, we want to be thorough. We want you not to be the patient. We want you to become the practitioner of your life. Okay, but guess what? Does everybody know who's coming to town? Heartburn, indigestion, diarrhea, okay, constipation, okay, and headaches. That's what's coming to town. And I know, but it is, okay, because unless you do what? Unless you know the 7 steps to what?
To digesting the holidays. So
Yeah.
we're going to talk to you a little bit about that today.
So we've got about a 10-minute one a day here, but it's really to help you, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. I wasn't sure when you started that if you were pretending they were reindeer or the Pepto-Bismol commercial. A little mix of the two.
Yeah, but just understand something. You can have the best Christmas of your life if you know how to drive your physical and emotional body this Christmas. Okay?
Totally.
Yeah.
So let's start with the 7 keys that we have to surviving or thriving through the holidays.
But before we do that, let's just talk about this. How many out there drink too much?
Most people.
How many out there don't drink enough water during Christmas?
Most people.
How many people don't understand structured water?
I don't think any, really.
Okay.
Truly.
How many people out there don't understand that inflammation is the cause of all emotional and physical pain?
We wouldn't be in the situation we're in today if everybody understood that that is the root.
That is it, right there. Okay, how many people understand that during Christmas you need to let go on an emotional and physical level moment by moment? If you don't, you're going to blow. Okay?
So to avoid that,
you're going to get that mess all over the walls,
yeah.
and you're going to get that mess onto your family. You know what? When you let things pile up, then you say things around Christmas time or even Thanksgiving or New Year's because there's so much going on and it feels so intense that you say things and then you regret. And you don't want to have that this Christmas. No regrets.
No regrets. That's why it's really important to be in the present moment, being really connected to your breathing, not drinking too much, because that's usually when the words start coming out like word vomit.
And if you have a structure unit, okay, excuse me. If you have a structure unit, it doesn't mean you can drink more. But if you have a structure unit and you just run 1 ounce of that wine through a structure unit, or the vodka, the whole quart, or you just run a little bit of the beer through and you put that back in, you're not going to get the hangover. Okay, you're still going to get the buzz because that's what you want, because you just want to be fun to be with, but whatever.
Yep.
So you want to structure it. That's how you're going to protect yourself. And you can either do it with this one,
or we have this one. This is a stainless steel one. So this one's awesome.
This one's gold plated.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. This one's better for traveling. So if you're traveling through the holidays, bring that one for sure.
Yeah.
This one's more to stay at home. But this one is pressurized, gold plated, stainless steel. So it's like the Ferrari of structured water.
And it really is. Okay.
Yeah.
And but you don't want to just structure your water. You want to structure your eggnog because it's probably got dairy in it. It's probably got liquor in
Probably
it.
got fillers.
You want to structure everything liquid during Christmas that is poison. You know what? Hey, it's Christmas time. It's time to poison myself. Really, I'm going to just go in there and boom.
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure that you structure it.
Yeah, definitely. So you want to be structuring all your liquids and making sure you're drinking lots of structured water through the holidays. We want to make sure we're staying hydrated with all the goodies that we're taking in, all those dehydrated foods, and that includes all the cookies, all the breads, all those.
And you better be
your favorite things.
using structured water when you're baking, because you're going to structure and with anything that you eat, this, even if it's a steak. Even if you just take a little spray bottle and you just go spritz,
yeah, that's all
you're actually going to help to protect yourself from that food. You'll see when you do it.
what it does is it locks down like the toxins or chemicals that are in whether it be liquid or in the solid foods. It will actually lock it down and neutralize the chemicals to protect you.
Just like the rain is structured, right? There's heavy metals, there's chemicals in it, but as soon as it's structured, the birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees, all the living organisms don't get the living crap kicked out of them, do they? Our crops are still growing as good as they were 1,000 years ago. Think about that. So that's the intelligence of fourth phase water, otherwise structured water. And then you also get rid of the surface tension, so you bring the nutrition in, you bring the toxins out efficiently. So that's number one.
Structured water. And of course, we're going to start with water because that's the foundation of life.
Yeah.
Drinking water.
And guess what? Before you go to a party, you're going to drink a liter or a quart of water. Did you hear what I just said? A liter or a quart of water if you're going to be drinking. And in between every drink, you're going to have a large glass of water. Did you hear what I said? So now you can have the buzz, but not the burn. Okay?
Yeah, buffer down the fire.
Okay.
Next up on the list, we have our daily cleansing tea. So important. You need to keep everything moving, especially when we're taking in the things we're taking in during the holidays.
You know how important...
That's emotions and foods.
And you know how important it is to get the cork out of the bottle with the wine bottle? Well, it's very important to get the cork out of your rear end, okay? You need to keep that moving during the holidays, because if that backs up, okay, then you could end up with diarrhea, because then you get a blowout, like as if you shook that bottle of wine. It's just going to pop the cork. But not just that. You know how you feel when you don't have a bowel movement, where you're reabsorbing that waste. You're going to build up gas. That's going to build up pressure on your heart.
That'll make you cranky.
It may give you angina, give you heartburn. You'll feel bloated, low back pain. You'll feel fuzzy in the head. You want to be totally there for your family. Okay? So keep it moving, right? Daily cleansing tea. There's no laxatives in it. Let's have at least 2 to 3 good bowel movements. You're only eating 2 to 3 times more. And when you look at the average person eats 70% more food on every day than they need. Okay, I eat 1 meal a day. I drink a lot of things, like I'll do a quart of carrot juice today. I've already done 2 quarts of water with fulvic in it and some tummy love. And I've got another quart right here to the side, and I'll drink that right before we do this main shoot we're going to do. So understand, hydration, 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 okay? And do the daily cleansing tea. If you've never done it before, order it now. Hey, Black Friday's coming.
Yeah, honestly, jump on it now, because you want to keep everything working so that way you don't get sick during the holidays. And that's the first step to getting sick, is not having your bowels moving. So ensure that your bowels are moving.
And our Black Friday starts this Friday.
And speaking of Black Friday, we got Black Gold. So this is the next one up on the list that we would recommend. And this is our immunity protection. So it's an antiviral. It's going to protect you from different pathogens that are in the body, or externally. It's going to keep your cells protected. You can mix this in with your smoothies. You can make your coffee with it.
Or your Christmas cookies.
I was just going to say, or bake with it. So you can add this to all of your baking, all of your cooking, and it's going to make everything taste better and provide it with the nutrients that are going to actually make those cookies a little bit healthier for you.
Yeah, it's going to buffer down the acidity. If you're actually baking with structured water and Black Gold, I mean, now your cookies might look a little darker.
They're going to be darker. They'll be like a chocolate cookie.
Yeah,
but honestly, it's absolutely amazing.
It improves the taste of everything it touches.
It's all nutrients. This is just a big bottle of nutrients is basically what this is.
Millions of year old plant life. That's what that is. That's what the dinosaurs used to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all the cooking and cookies and stuff like that are going to be bad because, of course, it's using the flour. But, I mean, we want to take all preventative measures and protect ourselves in the way that we can. So Black Gold in your cooking and in your smoothies. And then another thing was similar to the Black Gold, same line of products, is the Tummy Love. So this is the humic acid blended with the fulvic acid. This is going to keep your gut flora in balance and producing those good native bacteria from when you're from your mama's bacteria.
And understand, the Black Gold and the Tummy Love, they're kind of similar, but they're not.
They do different things.
The bacteria will actually jump onto the Black Gold because it's more of a solid. And what they do is they actually get strong and feed off of the Black Gold when it's in the large intestine. But the Black Gold goes through your intestines, helping to balance your pH, absorbing toxins. Look at the 3 things that everybody needs to do and never stop doing is daily cleansing tea, the black gold, and tummy love. If you add those to your lifestyle, you are just going to be over the moon about it. And if you want more information, call us, but we'll guide you. But the reality is, if you start on these things, you're going to have way better Christmas. I'm telling you.
Totally.
It's always about the tummy that everybody goes for a crash. You know, they either have stomach upset or a headache. And guess where the headache comes from? From the stomach upset.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
And with the tummy love, it really does help if you had a bad meal that day. If you take this after your meal, you're going to feel so much better from it. And if you know that you're going to be going into a meal that isn't going to be the best for you, you want to definitely power
the deadly
up with
duo.
these.
Okay? And you have to understand something. The older you get, the less hydrochloric acid you make in your stomach.
That's
and if you're a blood type A like me, are you
A
an
as
A?
well, yeah.
So O's, they can digest anything, even a rhino's butt on the run. But the reality is that it doesn't matter. O's wake up with a tumor, where A-type blood people wake up with a headache.
And
so
way sooner, right? It's like 10 years later that O types will really realize
that's
they
why
have
O types they're in big trouble. Never felt a thing, but a doctor said I've got a melon-sized tumor in my tummy now.
Yeah.
So when you go to have your meal, okay, if you're taking like potatoes and turkey, or you're taking fish and rice, and that's not a good combo. But right off the bat, remember something: any animal protein, fish, chicken, pork, meat, right? Take 2 of these just before you start eating. Keep these in a bowl on the table, and keep these in a bowl on the table. Look, you take 2 of those just before you start eating the protein. Soon as you start, well, this is what I do. I take 3 because I'm an A-type and I don't really digest things well. I went out to an Italian restaurant on Friday night, and I'm still feeling some of the after effects. And you can think it's all in my head, but it isn't. I'm a blood type A, and I know they use canola oil, and they had dairy in there, and it just took me down for the weekend. I mean, it didn't put me down, but yeah. So now, so you're going to do 2 of these prior to the meal. I do 3, but just do 2. And then as soon as you start eating, then you should do 6. I do 10. Well, you know what? I'm not into it feeling crappy.
Yeah,
okay?
I don't even.
My life is way too much of an adventure
to
feel like the average person.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like the average. So then even after the meal, if it's 15 minutes after the meal and I feel like, I don't know, I'm going to go right back in and do another 6 or 8 of them. Now, they do say on here do 2, but you can't hurt yourself. There's no toxic dose with enzymes.
Just enzymes. You're just.
I'm trying to tell you, I don't want you to crash. Now, do you know why everybody's going to have the flu around January the 3rd to the 14th and into February be still sick? Because they didn't do the things we're talking about right now. Because you're going to fill yourself with all this poison, and then you're going to need all this poison to come out some orifice, whether it's your vagina, your rectum, your ears, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, or it's going to come out your pores. It's going to come out.
Yeah. So we want to protect ourselves the best way that we can, and some other things too, like making sure you're doing the external care while you're going through the holiday season. Make sure you still do some dry skin brushing and cocoa salt glows. Let's encourage the body to still
don't say I don't have
through
time.
The holidays.
Don't say I don't have time, and say no to some things, so you're saying yes to you.
Exactly.
Okay?
So important. And another self-care tip is our immunity blend that you can use. You can use this by applying it to your throat, on your chest if you're having any more of head cold symptoms or coughs. And then, of course, on the bottoms of your feet, you can use this or peppermint. Those are the 2 best for keeping your immune system nice and strong morning and night.
Yeah, and we also have other ones that you can put in your drinking water to really bring your vibration up, called Orange Burst, Lemon Lift. And also our cinnamon, which is called Super cinnamon, is the best in the world. And for type 2 diabetes, even type 1 diabetes, or for sugar problems, or for hypoglycemia, I mean, there's nothing better. And understand something. All our products come with a money-back guarantee, and I will come up against any essential oil on the market, and I will meet their price or be lower, and I will guarantee that our quality is just as good, and I don't care what company you're talking about. We've been doing oils for over 30 years, and I have the best alchemists in essential oils. And, you know, it's like everything else in life. You can do things so great, and it's not like one company holds the key. But the reality is I know that we handpick our stuff. I know that my alchemist is 82 years old right now, and I know he loves his work, and his son is in training, and he's been in training with his father now for 25 years. So I know where we're going with our stuff, so give it a shot if you want to save money but have the best quality. And like I said, you can call our office anytime you want, and we're going to answer your questions. It doesn't have to be about our products, but it can even be about diet or things of that nature. And understand something. What do they need to make sure that they have in the kitchen that we don't need to sell them?
Baking soda.
Baking soda. That is as white as snow, and it's going to make you balanced. So every day, I want everybody out there, especially you adults that know you're not behaving yourself, and even teenagers, you know what? Do a level teaspoon of baking soda with about 10, 12 ounces of water. And if you do that once to twice a day, I just gave you the gift of life, okay? Because that's going to buffer down the acid so you don't blow a gasket.
Yeah, honestly, it's absolutely amazing, the baking soda miracle. Even if you are having a little bit of an argument going on in the family, buffers down the acidity
Right away.
to calm down your anxiety.
If you feel tension in your body, in your muscles, in your head, you do a little bit of baking soda, or if you feel heartburn, or you've got indigestion lower, or you even have a burning in your pelvis, it's still going to work. It's amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So
That's
understand
why we call
that.
it the baking soda miracle.
That's right. And also, listen to me. From now on, when you have an argument with someone in your family, it's the same argument that you had when you were a child. Hold your tongue. Take 3 deep breaths. 6 seconds in, hold for 1 to 2 seconds. Let it out for 7 seconds. Don't answer. Don't react this Christmas. Take positive action for yourself. And if somebody's trying to force you, answer me right now, just say, I'd like to give you the right answer, so I'm going to need time, thank you. So let's not blow a gasket, okay, out this end or this end, okay?
Let's
all right?
have a calm, beautiful, happy holiday season. That's what everybody wants.
All right, so we're going to get to work, and you just have the best Monday that you've ever had in your life. Until tomorrow.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.